Oh, what's going on, guys? This is Adam from youtube.com/AdamXantium. This is another entry into my YouTube video blogs, and this one is New Year's related. The time right now is, well, the date right now is December 31st, 2011. The time is 7:14 a.m. I think I did my resolutions for this year, for 2011. I did them, but not very effectively, though. First off, I came to the realization recently that there's a difference between a New Year's resolution and a New Year's plan. It's gotten to the point where resolutions are like, let's say that you want to learn how to swim. Your resolution is that you want to learn how to swim. That's what resolutions, this is what resolutions are like now. Your resolution is that you want to learn how to swim, so you jump into the deep end of an Olympic-sized swimming pool, like off the high board. And the peril with that is you could drown. You could come close to drowning. You really want to swim, so you put yourself through all that crap, and eventually you get sick of all that crap, and you just fall off and just stop doing it, whether you notice it or not, whether you care about it or not. But a plan, New Year's plan, a plan is like a shopping list. A plan is like a recipe for a meal. So you write it down in detail. You start out by writing out your list at home or wherever you are, and that's your starting point. Then you go on by going to the market, and then by picking out one item, and then you move on to the next item, step by step. First step, I need flour, so you go get the flour. Second step, you need sugar. The sugar is right next to the flour. It went pretty quickly, but you have to pace yourself. You go too quickly, you're probably going to fail. So you go and you get your milk. Say you need milk, that's the third thing on the list. Boom, you go get your milk. Fourth thing you need is eggs. The eggs are usually closer to the milk in most stores, I think. Again, close by, but pace yourself, all right? So that's what, kind of like what plans are. Plans have detailed steps. Small, achievable steps. Things that are easy to follow. It's easy to follow. It's tracked like a journal, right? In 2011, I promised that I would get my YouTube channel up and running. I did more or less. All right. I didn't really have a solid plan, though. Keyword plan. And I ended up putting up nearly almost like 100 videos that were not really all that good. It could have been better. Nothing was really thought out, and I acted like I didn't really, care that much about what I was doing. The thing is that I put the same attitude into videos, that same attitude into the videos, that I don't care attitude, and it reflected in the videos, And the thing is, images are deceiving. When you're doing something like YouTube that pretty much anybody can just up and start and up and do, that's, when you try and copy off of most entertainers, the thing about most entertainers is they actually care more than you think. They make it look effortless, and, they look like they don't care, but they actually care much more than any of us could think. A lot of the videos were kind of dull, and, I seem to be using a lot of other YouTubers' formulas. And it didn't really seem that genuine. I found myself talking about things that weren't really 100% relevant to me. That wasn't me talking, you know what I mean? And, I'll go on and on about something that didn't really concern me and just try and drag it out. And I don't like to do too much complaining. And, perhaps that's where me and a lot of YouTubers differ. I don't talk about things that don't really concern me, I don't care about what Lindsay Lohan did today. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with my life, and it doesn't affect me, so I'm not going to talk about it or make jokes about it because I don't care. I really don't. She's going to do what she's going to do, Lindsay Lohan, and I have no personal stake in that. And, that and I keep most of my personal life in private. So I got a lot of work to do in the YouTube department as far as delving in and whatever. But you can go to youtube.com/AdamXantium to see what I've been talking about and all the ridiculous crap that I put up on the internet. So, some of it's alright. Some of it's actually pretty good. I just really haven't been whoring myself out the way I should have, so the views and subscribes, subscriptions are down. And I think that kind of goes, the kind of whoring out thing goes into caring what other people really, think about me and what I do. As much as I say that I don't care, as much as people say that they don't really care, in a lot of ways we do, and we let it show. When I say people, I mean people as in a bunch of a-holes that don't really know me, don't really give that much of a crap about me. And that goes into the whole supportive environment thing I was talking about yesterday. The supportive environment deal, that's my New Year's resolution. Or my New Year's plan. Alright, to be in a supportive environment. Now, the last video I put out before this one stated that, New Year's resolution was to be in a more supportive environment. Stop hanging around so many assholes. Start hanging around rather people that inspire you, who are creative, helpful, motivated. They motivate themselves. And, you see, you're only as good as the people that you hang around. And, you should take it upon yourself to be the best that you can be in whatever you're doing. Don't get held back or discouraged internally or externally by people or things, people who aren't really your friends, people who you think are your friends, but don't really care that much about you, especially if they don't really care that much about themselves. So, as far as New Year's go, it's New Year's Eve. I'm not really going to go out and do anything for New Year's Eve. I just don't really feel like celebrating right now. Plus, I'm not really aware of much that's going on. I know there are a lot of things going on, but I just kind of stopped paying attention. For the past while, I've been locked away in my home, just working on my music and some demos, and, I'm not leaving to do anything recreational until I'm finished. That's where I'm at right now. I've messed around long enough, and I don't like talking about things, and those things don't get done. Drives me nuts. And me as a musician and as a performer, I watched so many shows, went to so many concerts and things like that, but I didn't work out on me that much. I was supporting other people, and I should have been working on me, and I shouldn't have done that. But I'll be excited and in a festive mood when my new record is done, when the songs are finished, and the demos are done and everything, and, I can make the album. And anyway, I used to sleep through New Year's anyway, so it's really whatever. Most of these holidays have become like, to some people an excuse to party and stuff like that. Me, perhaps, I'm just spoiled. I've been partying pretty much all the time since I was like 12 or 13 and kept it up, as much as I could get. Plus I live in Atlanta and I can pretty much go partying anytime I want to, more or less. And, I don't really drink, smoke, or do drugs, so my definition of partying is much more different than other people's definition. That's pretty much all I wanted to say, but thanks for watching. Definitely share this video. The information I gave out at the beginning was really informative to me. Hopefully it'll be informative to you or somebody else, so pass it on. Give it a thumbs up, leave comments, and definitely subscribe so you can keep up with the channel, because changes are coming. Changes are here. But anyways, thanks guys. Bye. This is Adam from youtube.com/AdamXantium. Thanks for listening. See you next year.